Palutena, and has had very close sets. He won one set in a best of 5 and lost one where he went peach in the set.
Interesting.
So there's a little bit of history between MVD and at least Palutena. We're going to see if Zai can replicate some of that success that we've seen Zenoda be able to create.
Sure, yeah. The defensive movement of Palutena is definitely going to be a tricky thing for Snake to pierce. A lot of times he's setting up his grenades. You know, he's going to be like kind of pressuring you with them, but he's more really controlling zone. And Palutena, since she's got pretty good movement speed, it's going to be a lot of times like, oh, you're setting up a grenade here. Well, I'm going to leave. That spot sucks.
Not only that, like her jump height is incredible, so she can just duck out of or dip out of situations, and also chase that high cypher really well.
For sure.
Where other characters can't.
Yeah, good aerial mobility too. So if she ever has to full hop out of the situation, she can decide how to get out of it pretty well.
It fell off.
It fell off. Yeah.
No, normally it takes like a good 8 seconds or something to fall off.
Yeah, I'm not really. I don't have a great understanding of how.
Yeah, sometimes it falls off, sometimes it doesn't. That time, Zai was blessed. Now stuck in the corner. That dash attack catching MVD's jump.
Yeah, great first movement option.
Yeah.
Yep, carefully navigating the grenades. Definitely doesn't want to be getting any percent that MVD. Yeah, MVD. Great punish there on the dash attack.
It's the same situation we saw before where Zai's like, okay, this dash attack beats literally everything but shield. If you jump, if you try to attack and you have that armor, trample properties, just plow through you. But it is not very safe on shield. MVD is able to drop shield up tilt.
Extremely unsafe on shield, yeah. Okay, nice air dodge there from MVD. Good recovery.
Spot dodge just to get those jabs out there after Zai whipped.
Great boxing option. Avoiding all these grenades. MVD just kind of like, he's got a little bit of a road just putting grenades forth, but that side beat, well, very well played.
Smart recognizing that MVD wanted to drop the grenade, get out of there, so rolling away to create space while setting up a zone with the grenade. Normally pretty safe until you got that big explosion hitbox, and now Zai's taking it, putting a lot of damage.
Yeah, that down air out of shield from Snake. A very, very fast option, but very unsafe.
There we go. And these auto reticles are going to do a good job of like pinning MVD down for a little bit, but as long as he's able to shield them, that dash attack can reach so far, so fast.
Yeah. Great burst movement option. Great way to punish somebody trying to do trying to like create distance for safety.
Yeah, I love the patient play from Zai right now.
Yeah, I mean that's what Palutena's good at, man. Take it nice and slow, take it safe, get what you can, give them nothing.
Don't let the snake land. Don't let the balloon touch the ground.
Yep. Don't get hit by the grenades.
Playing a game of Minesweeper, really.
And it's going to be really hard to hit Palutena with that Nikita. One of Snake's biggest strengths, arguably. However, if your opponent's not looking, that C4 will definitely you can put that in the little black spot of the Pokeball in the center of the stage. It's hard to see, right?
And chasing a recovery isn't easy with Nikita, but you can set up 2 frames with it pretty well. Okay. Yeah. You crash into the wall. It's not quite as strong, but sometimes you can force a tech situation that they're not ready for. Trying to cover neutral get up with it.
Yeah, good timing on the neutral get up.
That's punish dash attack. We've seen that so many times.
Yeah, same thing. So he's definitely going to be careful about that.
Almost, yeah. Doesn't quite get the 2 frame, but the idea is there. You can see if he loops it around.
Yeah, so I was not careful about when he times it up B.
That back air is going to even this down in stocks, but 101%. I don't know if Palutena is light enough to die to that up tilt right now, but I'd imagine it's pretty close.
Real close, yeah.
Now for sure.
Now for sure.
112, there's no way that you're living that one.
Another hit or two going to be looking for the down throw and finisher, but that down air not safe. Going to be a nice 3-piece here.
Trying to catch MVD mashing the B button on the landing.
Ooh, that up tilt pixels away. Okay, no punish on the F tilt. That move is very unsafe.
Crossing up with the neutral air too, so MVD wasn't ready for the punish.
Okay, nice sweep around the grenades. That's a really hard pattern to get around. He had to move forward to get up. One moving back and then back away.
Wow, he's alive.
Forward. Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
Didn't recover to the ledge, so that Nikita was a big threat. Oh, okay, catches him on the platform. This is
anybody's game at this point.
Yeah. Oh, recovering really low.
It's delivered.
Because he's stuck on the ledge. Snake at the ledge is a monster.
Definitely is. Nice parry on the grenade throw.
He's giving Zai so much space right now.
Yeah, he's definitely looking for wanting to play safe, not give Zai.
Down throw is it. Dash attack almost did it. Nikita can set this up. Doesn't quite get the 2 frame, lands on the stage. Oh my god, how?
Oh, and that's so scary whenever MVD's
falling. Oh my god! There's so many situations right now. that Zai can just drop a stock, but he's playing masterfully around all these options. And MVD is not making it obvious what he's going for. He's mixing up between up tilt, between the grab, between dash attack.
For sure, yeah, he's definitely choosing his options pretty well, but Zai still holding on to his stock at 179% against Snake.
Against Snake. Snake can kill you at around 100%
How do you
most of
even
the
get
time.
that high? Like, what moves do you get hit by to not die?
If you survive up to that point, he's got guaranteed ways to kill confirm. Off throws, if you shield, you're dead. If you jump, you're dead. There's so many ways for Snake to eliminate a stock at sub 130. And here we saw Zai living to almost 180% and killing Snake at 130.
Crazy.
That's kind of nuts. And we saw a lot of the defensive movement. We saw a lot of playing around the win conditions.
For sure.
Where it was all like a lot of full screen battle. I don't want to be anywhere near grab. I don't want to be jumping in recklessly on that up tilt. Staying away almost entirely from the C4. There was one time where it got detonated.
Yeah, just one time. That's it. But MVD starting to sniff up these auto bolts.
And we did see a good bit of that where low percents Zai maybe isn't playing with the mindset of I can't get touched as much as at the high percents. And a lot of people do that for sure.
And that's understandable.
Yeah.
Like it's okay to like trade some damage at lower percents, especially whenever you have the damage output of Palutena neutralized strings at low percents. But you know, obviously Smash is a game of King of the Hill. You want to hold on to your stocks as long as humanly possible. If you play defense and keep those stocks longer, whenever you're going to be killed is obviously the more important time to be playing safe.
Yeah. Okay, has grenade in hand. Combo off of it? No, not quite.
Almost.
But he still has a nice position because of that. Oh my goodness.
Get a grenade there, but not too big a deal.
There we go.
It is.
That's the 2-frame, but he survives.
Wow. Oh, excellent up B.
Such a smart going above the ledge instead of snapping, because MVD was covering that with another 2-frame.
For sure.
And that was a smart Nikita, too, to set it up there and let it fall.
That was an excellent edge guard from MVD, but I just managed to weave around it.
Yeah, both players are actually doing phenomenal right now. I don't want to think about... This is still best 2 out of 3, by the way, because this is just top 32 of bracket of a local.
Yes, of a weekly.
Of a local weekly. I want to just elaborate real quick for any viewers who are not as familiar. They just see MVD playing on a stream and losing game 1. Oh my goodness.
Okay. Yep, that'll be a punish.
Yeah, those are fast smash attacks, but they are not low on lag.
Nope, that's funny. The auto reticle punching through the Nikita. Okay,
Whoops.
Wow,
that was such a phenomenal...
Version.
Only Snake players are ready for this kind of thing.
Yeah, like deliberately set that trap up and just like, wait, like, is he gonna get hit? Is he gonna hit? Oh, awesome, he hit it. Let me full hop up and double jump at maximum height and catch him up here.
Every Snake player is actually just playing doubles.
Seriously.
With themselves. Yeah.
Their partner, the B button.
That's MVD's favorite partner. Esam is a distant second.
Right.
Stuck at this ledge. But really, we haven't seen ledge trapping be a big factor in the matchup at all.
Yeah, a lot of times whenever MVD has Zai at the ledge, you can just backs up. It like sets up long range zoning rather than trying to like more center, like the corner control.
I wonder why, because normally we see that being such an effective tool for Snake, and we've seen that the long range game is kind of where Zai wanted to play at the end of the last game. But that could just be, you know, playing around win conditions, and obviously he can't get in and kill Snake without covering this zone.
Yeah, very interesting. Simply gets working out here. Hasn't really put on a lot of damage, but has managed to stay pretty safe. The timer is on MVD's side here. He can afford to play as safe as he wants. It is up to Zai now to make this comeback.
Man, and this platform layout makes it a little bit difficult to get around all the grenades.
For sure. Yeah, they definitely... he's got those side platforms that he'll be able to sort of trampoline off of to get a little bit higher up in the air with a single jump.
Yeah, but the grenades are covering a lot of the platform movement as well. Dash attack, relatively difficult to punish from that situation. MVD, I mean, like you said, it's slow, but surely he's tacking on this damage, making it really hard for Zai. He's playing King of the Hill. He's not dropping the stock.
Exactly.
That was DIM
on
the down throw.
Yep, bad DI on the down throw, catches the reverse arrow rush back air, and that stock, and that's so huge. Putting him back in the same stock footing. If he gets a few solid conversions, he could be right back in the game.
He tried to cover so much, covering the roll away with his body, and then the other side with the C4 doesn't quite come to fruition, but he is able to find that stock really quickly on Zai. Hello? Okay, great air dodge.
Yep, nice punish too.
That was a good wait.
Yeah.
A scary wait. There's not There's so many times when Snake just puts you in a knockdown situation and you think there's no right answer.
Yeah,
the only answer is timing.
Yeah. Not only do you have to pick the correct answer, you have to time the right answer too.
Yeah.
Right now, MVD keeping this solid grenade zoning going.
Playing with a clean stock lead, rolls behind that auto reticle. There have been plenty of times where he's just shielded and dash attacked, but now he's starting to figure out the patterns and set things up. Zai's done such a good job of taking at least like the lesser of two evils every time he's in one of these tech situations with MVD.
Yeah, it's getting some damage put on him, but not a ton of damage.
Yeah.
It hasn't been really hard to red by any of them, just cleaned up for like the soft coverage. And a little bit damage with the neutral layer. Almost finds the explosive flame.
Goes really deep for that. Wasn't able to intercept in time though, so MVD's back on stage, setting up this Nikita, setting up his zone with the grenades.
Yeah, MVD just nickel and diming him at this point. So, well, he's definitely proven at this point that his zoning can work. Like, Zai does have to actually approach him eventually if MVD just sits back and throws grenades, but finding the F smash on that air dodge, excellent way to finish that
This
side.
is the exact same situation we saw in game one, where Zai was at about 100.
Yeah.
Not quite 140, but we're still seeing very high percentage Zai, last stock MVD.
I'd really like to see MVD still keep up this standard game plan. If he tries to get in there and box a little bit, he could take a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's not the risk you want to take, especially low percent Palu strings with that neutral air could even this up rather quickly.
Yeah.
Dash attack almost does it. Zai's DI has been nice.
More grenades, more Nikitas.
That grenade saved him from the Nikita.
He might get killed by a grenade eventually.
Oh
Like,
my
that's getting
god,
extremely close.
Yeah, he kissed the blast zone for a moment.
Zai having a hard time. Wow, and
That's
just pulls out the dash straight
That's
in.
it.
What incredible reflexes from MVD. And that's the best part about his zoning. Like the entire time he's setting up grenades, he's setting up Nikitas. He's not just passively throwing attacks and like projectiles
watching.
out. He's watching, he's waiting. The second you dive in on him like that, snatch you up, down throw up tilt, that's the game.
Palu moves so quickly too.
She's
like when
real
she
fast.
max
Jesus.
speed just flies straight at you and you're ready to drop everything, say, no more grenades, no more shenanigans, you're coming at me, down throw.
Time to CQC.
And it's so scary. There are so many things that you have to be worried about from Palu, like full dashing. What kind of mix-ups is she looking for? And MVD says, I
don't care.
I don't have to deal with the risks right now. I'm at very low percent, and you can die if I get this grab.
Yeah.
So if that's what you're looking for, because Palu's probably looking for a grab in that situation, or maybe an air trying to set
Grab rising
something
there,
up.
generally. Yeah.
I want to get that nair train, get this damage. And he said, no, that's my grab, actually.
You're trying to chase me backing up, son. I ain't backing up. Come here. Come to these zones.
We're not seeing a repeat of game one. He didn't want that. So now going to game three, we're going to a bigger stadium.
Yeah. So a little bit of different platform layout here. The platforms not being at the center of the stage might make it a little bit easier for Zai to move around. A little bit harder for MVD to cut off all those stages of control. These top platforms are going to be a great camping position. Palutena, he's actually going the full runaway route.
Actually just not going to react. Zai decided, I don't mind if we time out from second one.
For sure.
And sometimes that's the way you got to play against Snake.
Sometimes against any characters. Like if your opponent is convinced that they don't want to approach with them, they're just saying, fine, we're zoning. I'm not going to ever hold forward. Sometimes you just got to be like, okay, that's what we're doing. I can outzone you.
Man,
and it is going to be hard to catch Palutena on this stage.
He has to commit to something like this Nikita, and that's a punish.
Yeah.
I can throw these grenades, but they don't immediately force anything, especially with the big jumps that Pal has. He needs to start like cooking these grenades and setting up situations where they're blowing up on him, but then when he starts cooking them, that gives Zai opportunities to counter zone.
Yeah, definitely a difficult position for MVD to work out of. Kind of hard for Zai, honestly. Like he can look for the opportunity for MVD to make the mistake, but it's going to be on MVD whether or not he can actually keep the zoning safe, or him is going to have holes here and there.
And the thing is, if MVD tries to actually challenge physically on this platform, that is so big of an opportunity for Zai to just start pressuring with Nair.
For sure, yeah. Anytime he jumps up onto the platform, it's going to be a position where Zai can contest. And God forbid, like he jumps up to the platform and Zai slips below him. Like that is a very, very bad position to be in. Wow. Just a grenade with the auto reticle.
Percents leading for Zai. Stuck here. That was a great parry, but MVD wasn't actually ready to react to it.
Near 2 minutes on the clock now, and not a nary a stock has been dropped. That is a good idea.
That. Yeah, he didn't see that C4, but MVD was ready for that teleport. He just didn't quite find the spacing.
I think that's a great idea. Leave one C4 on one of the platforms so that if Zai ever does try to do his shenanigan where he teleports full stage, like he has the option to actually punish that. So
yeah,
it's going to be a little bit harder. Though that C4 will detonate by itself in around 20 seconds, so that is something both players will have to be careful of.
But that just means the MVD has to reset it after 20 seconds.
For sure.
And maybe that's the opportunity that Zai has to teleport to the other side, but if he has to go for something like that before that,
yeah,
his options are being cut off.
This game is looking like it's going to be going to time. MVD refreshing the C4 on the left side of the stage, looking for the air dodge, but does not find it.
Doesn't find a punish. Forward tilt is a little bit risky. It tramples through a lot, but that move is very punishable on block. He actually caught MVD dropping shield mid. That forward air. He's going so deep.
Oh, got hit by the grenade explosion.
Stuck with the ledge trap situation, but again, we're seeing MVD is kind of not taking big advantage of this. Up smash covers the flat.
C4 on one side is now automatically detonated. Dash attack does finally get that stock at 189%. 5 minutes on the clock.
And how does he deal with the invincibility? Just teleport to the other side. It's already gone. And now MVD back to the same zoning, but he catches that Nikita.
There he goes.
The Nikita is really committal when Zai can get his body back on the ground, but after he's committed to a double jump.
Yep, she's got some weave, but that Nikita is fast.
So picking your spots to pull out that Nikita when you recognize the patterns that they're using to deal with. And he just did 80%.
Yeah, a lot of damage. This is going to be hard. And this is like being down 70% in this match specifically is a very, very bad thing. That is so much damage to have to make up for. Man. And you know that Zai's got at least one eye on that clock.
I saw that time he actually went for a punish, but a second ago MVD missed that same nair. And instead of Zai going for a damage punish, he just said, I'm going to punish you with the timer and teleport to the other side of the stage.
Yeah. One of his biggest win condition here is definitely just play so safe that MVD can't take his stocks away and get the lead back within 4 minutes.
Wow, and boy is he doing that. Exactly. He catches MVD's anxious movement, that dash attack earlier.
Speaking of anxious movement, that smash there, a little bit on the questionable side.
Might have been a misinput coming out of Zai.
Maybe.
Because he's been committing to this game plan so well, and now I feel like it's not the time to abandon it.
Yes. So. Definitely working out great here.
But here he is. He's going in with these fares. He's trying to steal stage, and that's just not been the game plan so far. I wonder why.
Yeah, maybe trying to sensing a little bit of a rage timer, if you will, from MVD, deciding that he needs to interact a little bit. Just
won't do it, right?
Make sure he doesn't give him too much stage control. Oh, tries to sniff out that air dodge. Doesn't quite get it with the back air.
Watch out. Oh my god.
Yep, gonna teleport through that.
That was terrifying.
Wow, it just literally runs right past it. So close.
Barely avoids that up air, but MVD was so ready for it too. That grenade just landing on the platform.
Yeah, excellent spacing. Excellent spacing from Zai. That's one really, really big thing we could be talking about here is that Zai's doing a great job moving around these grenades. Okay.
Yeah, that's just gonna explode him,
yeah.
A lot of people don't realize until they play against and experience it, but that neutral air is great at low percent, but also a high percent, it just kills people.
It is very hard to not get hit by that move.
Yeah. It's an all-purpose multi-tool.
Oh, the C4 is there!
He was ready!
That time, his game plan coming through the grenade, the C4 had not automatically detonated yet, so it was there to punish.
And now this is MVD's opportunity to start building up damage. There's 2.5 minutes on the clock and 35% on Zai. If he's going to play as defensively as he has been.
Yeah, now it's definitely on Zai right here. He needs to be able to land some sort of early percent combo to get this back, to roll back in the score.
This is round 1 of top 32!
Yeah, this is insane.
Up air?
Yeah, have to watch out for that grenade. Excellent spacing there, dragging him forward away from where the grenade was, and now percent's back in Zai's favor.
He's got him trapped at this ledge. Can he punish? He doesn't catch him with the up smash. But now, he has space.
He does have space now. He does have a percent lead. Clock is now down to 1 minute 45 seconds and counting. This could very easily go to time in his favor.
He pressured that platform so hard, he read a jump.
He's still chunking grenades out, very, very solid pacing. A little bit too close there. Trade with the dash attack.
That's a down throw, but he pummels. The grenade activates.
Cannot pummel versus Snake that will detonate the grenades.
He's got to watch out. Playing this close to MVD,
Oh God!
this up tilt could absolutely be the end.
And there it is, walking
He catches.
in confidently. At that point, man, Zay just jumping around too much. He definitely got to the point where he's like, he pressed button, 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 and MVD very, very confidently walked in and was like, okay, it's time.
Yeah, at
You're
the end
jumping
there,
around.
he decided there is time on the clock enough that with the percents, the way that they're rising, time might not be the win condition here.
Yeah.
Because there's a Rage Snake approaching me.
Yeah.
So Zai kind of abandoned the defensive game plan and said,
yeah.
I need to find this opening, but I feel like with that
like-
lead, you
yeah.
still should be going for your defensive option and